Good day, everyone. Welcome to the third dimension. My name is Arslan, and this is a new series that we are starting in which we're going to learn complete Revit structure. We're going to learn every command inside it, every feature it has, and then in the end, we're going to make a complete structural project inside Revit. So stay tuned till the end and let's get started. So when you start Revit, this is the screen that you're going to see. We have the families right here, and then we have the models right here. In the models, these are all the previously made models that I've made. And then in the families, this is the second section. So, families in Revit, they represent components, or you could say separate objects that we make inside Revit. And then we can even import them, and then we can make them inside too. So these are the families. We're going to talk about families later on. For now, we have the models. These are all the previously made models. On the left side here, we have the models, the families, and then we'll start by clicking on new. This window pops up, this small section pops up. So we have to choose a template. In order to start in Revit, we always choose a template because in templates, it gets the work done gets easier, and all the menus and everything are within the template. So our overall workflow becomes quite easy instead of starting from completely a fresh window. So we always choose a template in Revit. We start with templates. So we have the imperial for those who want to work in feet or inches, and then we have the metric for meters and millimeters. So we're going to start by clicking on metric structural template, and we're going to press OK. So as Revit starts, this is what you're going to see. This is the window that we're going to have. So when Revit starts, the first thing you would have to look into is this part right here. It's called a ribbon, and within the ribbon we have separate tabs, different tabs which have their own properties and their own commands inside them. So we have the architectural tab, the structure, and the systems, and the annotate and the analyze. So these are different tabs which we have within the ribbon. And we have the views tab in which we can check out the different views. We have the annotate in which different commands and dimensions are given. And then we have the modify in which we could modify objects. So this is the main ribbon of Revit, and it's made of different tabs according to the project that you're doing. So, and then when you click on a certain tab, for example, when you click on structure, the tab is made from different, panels, as I would like to call them, or you could say groups of different commands, of different things that we can do, of different features that Revit has. So this is the main ribbon, and within the ribbon we have the tabs, and then within the tabs it's further divided into these different groups or these different panels, or you could say the openings and the datums. These are the different commands which you have inside every tab. So, and then on the left side here we have the properties of any object. So when we make an object, for example a wall or a beam or a column, so these are the properties which would help us control that object. And on the right side we have the project browser in which you can browse through all the different elevations and the different sheets. And then in the middle we have the main working area. This is the main working area of Revit, in which we can work on our projects and our objects. So for example, if you cannot see these properties or project browsers, and you can even go to the view tab, and from user interface we can check or uncheck the different things that we want to see in our screen. So for example, if you uncheck properties, then the properties part would disappear, and then if you want it back you can check that again. And we even have further different menus that if we want to see them on our screen. So similarly, you can even change their positions if you want to. For example, if you want to put that on the left side, and then we have both of them on the left, and then you have a bigger working window. So, but usually I believe this is the default way of working on Revit, but again it's up to you guys. So in our working window, these four dots that you see, these are our directions, and these are even our cameras. So these are the different cameras. We're going to further talk about this. We're going to later talk about this. For example, if we click on a camera, we double click it. So now we have opened our western side of looking into our project, our western camera. We have opened our western camera. So now we are looking at the project from the western side. So similarly, these are the other three cameras that we have, and you can even change these cameras by just clicking on them and changing their position. For example, if the project is too big or it's too small, so you can even change them. And then on the top left side here, these are other commands that we have. This is the save, this is the synchronize, and the undo, which you're going to be using a lot. We have the print. These are the aligned dimensions, and these are the tag by categories. This is the 3D view, which you're going to use a lot. And we have the text. This is the sectional view. Again, you're going to use them for reinforcements. And these are for thin or thick lines, so we're going to even look into this. So this is your main working screen of Revit. And on the left side, as you can see within the properties, there are different commands that we can change and we can work on. So this is our entire interface of Revit. On the top left side, we have the quick access toolbar. Then we have the main ribbon. Within the ribbon, we have these different groups or panels. And then on the right side, we have the project browser. And then on the left side, we have the properties of the objects that we place here. So within the properties, we have different constraints. And inside the project browser, we have all the different views and the plans and the elevations we have within our project. So for example, if you look into structural plans, it shows us the levels. So levels in Revit is the level of the floor, or you could say the top view of our project. And the elevations are the left, the right, and the eastern or western, the directional views. The front and the side views is the elevations, and the top view is the levels or here. You're going to get my point once we start drawing in structure and Revit structure. So this is the overall interface of Revit. And then on this side, you can see this is the visibility options of our working window. So this is the scale, and these are the different the level of detail that we want. For example, if we want medium or fine, and these are again the different graphic displays that we can have inside Revit. So we're going to slowly use them once we start making objects in Revit structure. So this was our overall interface, and it may seem hard in the start, but it's easy once you start using it and once you get a hold of it. And in the quick access toolbar, there's an option here which says that close inactive views. So for example, we are in level 1. So if we press this, every other view is going to be closed. So this is a very handy option we have right here. So let's save our project by just going to File and Save As and Project. And then we can, in the next video, we're going to start making objects, and we're going to further discover all these panels that we have. So thank you, and stay tuned till the end.